Space News, 26, June 6, 2024. Hello again. Thank you for being here with me once more. I hope you are very well today. I am Marie. This information can be seen as science fiction, or as the viewer sees best, and I post it for entertainment purposes only. Still, I take my information very seriously, and for whoever has eyes to see. In my last Space News, number 25, I described in detail how Moye birds started to expand their territory inside this starship, most probably because of their increasing population, and how they ventured into the kitchens, contaminating some fruit which was consumed by Queen Alenym, causing her to fall badly sick. This leads me to this edition of Space News, number 26, whose first part is a continuation of number 25. One of the reasons why Queen Alenym is physically here orbiting Earth in a starship and not back in Tema as the Taygetan leader she is because of complicated political situations involving her rise to power right at a time when the Cabal on Earth was making yet another move to try to take over Taygetan society, this presumed to be at a human-only level, and not at a Federation one, as declared by them. Although we now know that everything is connected. The last time the Cabal on Earth attempted to invade or to take over Taygeta was during the first part of the 1940s when they attempted to enter its society through planet Sindriel in Aldebaran. Research German flying saucers of that era for more information, although I do not discard making a video myself about that topic, although I'm not sure the subject is YouTube legal. This means that Queen Alenym feels a lot safer here in her orbiting castle than back home, where even though she has the highest approval rate of all known Taygetan queens, somewhere around 98%, she is aware that she has made many enemies, including some suspected ones in the Galactic Federation, logically so taking into account her non-cooperative tendencies with them, and her antagonism with how they manage planet Earth and its problems. The Galactic Federation's Greater Cabal, to call it somehow, doesn't like her very much, as she also convinced the entire Alcyone Council, which overlooks the entire Pleiades M45 star system and all its cultures, to take an antagonistic position against the Greater Federation, because of its obscure intentions and unethical handling of planet Earth and its problems. Furthermore, she has also signed extensive cooperation alliances, including military ones, with the Greater Avian Council of the Irma feline conglomerate, which has proven to be a big problem for the Galactic Federation because of their difficult, disobedient, proud, and non-cooperative feline way of being, even more so when it is known that the Irma and their conglomerate alone are so large, so extensive, and so powerful, that they do make the Galactic Federation tremble, and think twice before attempting anything against them by force. And this is so, even when the Irma and their conglomerate are officially Galactic Federation members themselves. My point is that Queen Alenym, although loved and very popular with the people of Taygeta, and with the rest of the Pleiades and its governments and cultures, does have many powerful enemies, therefore foul play around her getting sick is not discarded. Even though her ailment has been identified to come from bird-dropping infection, because an elaborate and difficult to detect, fungus-based, DNA-specific bioweapon could have been smuggled on board Toleka somehow. Perhaps during the recent celebrations and media events which took place here, going against Alenym's tight regulations regarding who comes on board this starship, as there were too many people. The fact that no one else has fallen sick with anything similar to what ails Alenym is highly suspicious, although all this remains as speculations at this time. The good news is that Queen Alenym is feeling a lot better now, she is finally eating food again, and she is also taking short walks on her own, and with no assistance. So in the case this is a premeditated attack against her integrity, they have failed. But even though these are only educated speculations, but if it were indeed an attack, then I would also be in danger, I would also be a target, as my friends at CIC have pointed out yesterday, because I am following and continuing with Queen Alenym's ways of thinking and acting, as her official heiress. And also because I am becoming a nuisance for the Galactic Federation, and its multiple cabals, including the one on Earth, because of my own actions and opinions, including this overt direct channel of communication with the people of Earth, with no intermediaries. This means that as the Taygetan safety regulations imposed by Queen Alenym herself dictate, no two queens can or should be on the same ship, because of the age-old, you cannot have all your eggs in the same basket principle. This means that either Queen Alenym or I will be moved to one of the two Alcyone-class dreadnought battleships, also in low Earth orbit, from where she or I will do our work. Who will move there has not been decided yet, but in the case, it is me, which is the most logical assumption. I may have to skip uploading 1 or 2 videos onto my YouTube channel, while I move to another starship, although I will do my best for this not to be so. Alenym falling sick caused me to take on her roles and her job as acting queen. Well before I expected that would happen. They say that we are never really ready to take on great responsibilities, so we must simply jump in and do our very best, as I try to do myself. I know I am young, and that I need to learn a lot before being able to make great decisions unattended, as for now I have several counselors working and supporting me, including Athena Swaruu, Alenym herself, and my CIC support team, to which I have nothing other than gratitude, as they have been my help and my consciousness during my difficult growing up. Although in these past few days the amount of work I must do while replacing Alenym has been rather light, I already signed a cooperation treaty with the Mollusk Maya people from the Pleiades. All I had to do was sign, because Alenym had already conducted all the negotiations, yet for me it was a great and nerve-wracking experience, as I described in detail in my last Space News video, number 25. As I promised in that last video, I will describe the nature of the treaty next. First of all, it is no great ground-breaking treaty, as it can be considered one more day at Alenym's office, because she signs those sometimes several times a week, but it was very important for me. The treaty is simple. It is an agricultural cooperation agreement, where the production excess of citric fruits, mostly lemons, tangerines, and oranges, grown and harvested in Tema, will be given to the Maya in exchange for their excessive production of basic grains, such as corn, rice, oats, barley, and cotton, as well as some other seeds in the likeness of the family of beans. What will be sent to the other civilization will only be each one's production surplus, not to hinder or to go against the needs of the population of either planets. Taygeta is producing too many citrus fruits, most of which are left aside to rot, even though Taygetans eat as many of those as they can, and the Maya have too many grains and cotton, which are also getting spoiled, so it's a fair deal. Although this is simple barter at an interstellar scale, where large freight starships will be routinely hauling the goods from one planet to the other, it is still the basis of all advanced holistic societies, where money is neither needed nor used, because of the mere mentality of its citizens, where nurturing cooperation is prevalent, and where each member, race, culture, or individual has its neighbor's best interests in mind, as they know they also have theirs. And we want to seed that mentality onto Earth as best as we can, and however we can, including this YouTube channel, Roberts and Gauche's own, and Project Second Contact, among other ways. This will be all for today. As always, thank you for watching my video, and for liking, sharing, and subscribing for more. And I hope to see you here next time. With much love, your non-human friend, Mari Swaruu.